We are at the Aster of Turtle Creek here in Dallas, Texas. And if you're thinking about moving into the Aster, then you're gonna wanna watch this video because we're gonna be doing a deep dive on a few of the floor plans, doing all of the amenities, as well as some of the pricing. If it's your first time swinging by the channel, my name's Lucas, coming at you from the Dallas, Texas, living in the 214 channel. And every day I help folks relocate to Dallas and find apartments within the North Texas area. So without any further ado, let's go check out the Aster. The Aster was built in 2021, so this is actually a relatively new apartment. And I'm gonna call this out right off the bat so that no one gets sticker shock. But this complex is a little more expensive. It's a little fancier. And the reason why that is because we are on the southern tip of Highland Park. So obviously there's tons of apartments in Dallas, and some of those apartments attract more of a rowdy, happening crowd. I would not say that Aster is that type of apartment. The residents here are more established in their careers. They're a little bit older and they enjoy their peace and quiet as well as their overall privacy. Then starting with the unit tours, this is our studio floor plan S2. And what I like about the studios here at the Aster, they're a little different because they have your main room sectioned off from the living room here. Obviously, we've got this divider wall, so you've got just a little more privacy. Most of the studios that I see in Dallas, you just have one big living room that obviously is connected to your kitchen and your bedroom. So this is a little bit different because you're gonna have your own living space, obviously, with your room sectioned off, and then the kitchen at the foot of your bed. Then moving up to the one bedroom, this is the A12 floor plan, around 300 additional square feet compared to the studio, and these start around $2,900 a month. So obviously the living room opens up a lot more. I like how we have our own island with some shelving down below, so you get some additional storage there. Carpeted floors, which honestly I'm not the biggest fan of since we are close to $3,000 a month. And then you've got floor to ceiling windows along with a huge walk-in closet which leads to your bathroom. And now transitioning into the two bedroom, this one is the B4, starting around $4,400 a month. They have a couple different floor plans for the two bedrooms, but this one was one of my favorites. And this one's obviously staged, so you'll get a pretty good idea of what the look and feel will be for when you move your stuff in. But the first bedroom here, not exactly a walk-in closet, but it does go all the way to the end through both sets of double doors. And then coming through towards the living area, obviously you've got your little mudroom area. I also noticed that the appliances in this floor plan were sharper, more sleek, and more polished than the appliances in the studio and the one bedroom. So they put a little bit of extra tender loving care into these units. Obviously you're paying around $1,000 to $2,000 more. So they're making sure that they can provide you that value that you're going to be paying for with that additional uplift. But bedroom number 2 here, a little bit nicer in my opinion because you've got the dual vanity and the bathroom is attached to the room. So another floor plan for the two bedroom. This is a B6 and it's a couple $100 cheaper than the B7, which is what we just saw, and I'll tell you why. You just have a little bit more room for storage space here. Walking into the first bedroom, same style of closet. You've got 2 sets of double doors, of which are both connected. So the closet runs all the way down. And coming into the kitchen, same sort of appliances that we've been seeing, along with some more storage underneath the island there. But I like the view in this one because you get a pretty cool view of downtown Dallas. And the patio entrance is connected to the living room. And then another coat closet behind the island here. So if you got a bunch of stuff that doesn't fit inside of either of the bedroom closets, you'll have some additional space. And then on that second bedroom, I like how there's a separate mud area right outside, then winding through the hallway to get to the actual bedroom. I'm not the biggest fan of this huge pillar here in the corner. I think it obstructs the view that you have of downtown, but I can possibly get over that. Moving on up in the world, so now we've got our penthouse. This floor plan is the B1, around 1,400 square feet, and shockingly is around $4,800 a month. This is one of the most economical penthouses that I think I've seen in all of Dallas. Probably the most surprising thing about this apartment complex in general is how economical the penthouses are. And a friend of mine here in Dallas actually has this same exact floor plan. So at 1,400 square feet, you kind of scratch your head a little bit. Okay, that's around the same size as the 2-bedroom, but obviously because the floor plan is stacked, meaning you have 1 bedroom down below, and then you've got the master bedroom up top here. So that's mainly why you see the price point at where it is. Transitioning to the amenities, up on the 17th floor, we have our Sky Lounge. And I've spent a lot of time up here because, again, I have a really, really close friend of mine here in Dallas that lives here. And my favorite part about the Sky Lounge is the golf simulator up here. So they've got their own golf clubs, they've got their own bar stools. It's almost like you've got your own little bay at Topgolf. And then heading outside to the Sky Terrace is just another patio area with a great view of downtown Dallas. Again, we're 17 floors up, so you get a pretty cool view of everything that's out there on the horizon. And we have some more amenities down on the 4th floor. So here's your work from home space. TBH, it was a little bit small in my opinion. So you've got more space obviously, but just kind of keep that in mind. But moving into the gym, I like the aesthetic here because they've got these huge, floor to ceiling windows that allow a lot of natural light to come in. So obviously all of your machines and cardio equipment, you've got a Smith machine as well, which dumbbells go up to about 75. Not bad for a little quaint apartment gym. So if you like to do the major barbell lifts, Olympic lifts, you might want to hold on to that gym membership. So now moving outside to the pool area. So again, this is on the 4th floor. So it's not on the ground, but it's not all the way up high like you'll see on some apartment complexes here in Dallas. But you've got a huge patio area with some gas grills along with a couple cornhole boards. Coming up the stairs, getting a little bit closer to the pool area. So first time coming out here. I've never been out here during the peak of summer, so not sure how poppin' it is, but definitely super clean. I think it's actually a little bit smaller of a pool just for the size of the property. But one thing I did notice is that there's tons of loungers and seating and couches, along with another gas grill here in the back, which I love for us grillsmen, and then a cool view of downtown Dallas. Finally, we have a resident lounge. Again, I think there's a resident lounge, Sky Lounge, co-working space, a terrace. So lots of different spaces here, but I'm most familiar with this space of the Aster because they've got poker tables, they've got a pool table here. I think we've been up until 2 a.m. at some times with my friend here playing pool. A great spot along with an open bar with coffee and beer on tap. So there's actually a lot of residents that were up here when I was filming, getting beer, getting coffee. So definitely open to the public and make sure that you take advantage of it. And that is going to wrap up our walkthrough of the Aster. So if you have lived at the Aster, feel free to drop a comment. We would love to hear your opinion. If you're still thinking about moving into the Aster, maybe you have some more questions, all of my information is below in the description, and I would be more than happy to help you take a look around, as well as give you some insight into some special incentives that my team offers to folks that are moving into the Aster. And that is all that we have for you today. So until next time, y'all be safe.